on YouTube? Happy New Year to you all. Almost New Year, rather. Today is the last day of 2012, as you all know, and I tell you, 2012 has been a great year for me, especially for my city of Pensacola, especially sports-wise. Mainly, we got the Cincinnati Reds Double-A minor league baseball team, the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, and that's a cool shot of the Blue Angels, who are based out of Pensacola, flying over the stadium on the first game. And yeah, it was just an awesome year, and this is, yeah, that was after the very first win. That's Brody Green, Didi Gregorius, who got called up to the Reds towards the end of the season. I can't see any other numbers there, but that's very cool. Actually, the day before, or yesterday rather, Mr. Quint Studer was named the Person of the Year for Pensacola of 2012. He is the owner of the Wahoos, and this is actually a very interesting read. If you go to pnj.com, that's the local newspaper website, and you find this article about Pensacola's Renaissance man. His story is actually very interesting. He went from kind of a zero to a hero. He was, had a alcohol problem. He was divorced twice. He was in debt. Now he's probably the richest man of Pensacola. Also, some great sports moments this year for Pensacola. Bubba Watson won the Masters tournament. Lawrence Tynes, who was a member of the Giants Super Bowl team. We got the Wahoos. Trent Richardson, who's from Pensacola, had an awesome year. And yesterday, or last night I should say, Mr. Alfred Morris had an awesome game against the Dallas Cowboys. Do y'all remember that? I watched it last night, and that was pretty darn awesome. He is from this area. Now, the main reason I'm making this video is for my top autographs 2012s, and this was a very hard list to make, but I've narrowed it down. First off, we have some notable mentions, some honorable mentions, and let's start with, let's see, what's honorable first? Let's start with this one, Mr. Alan Rickman, better known as Snape in the Harry Potter series, on a playbill, a seminar playbill. That's pretty cool. To Ryan, I won this in a contest. This is a signed 8x10 of Miss Gloria Estefan. Love and luck, Gloria Estefan. Let's see, this next TTM is coming from a deer. A deer, what? Nope. It's just Chuck Testa. I got Chuck Testa. He signed the 4 photos I sent him, wrote nope on all of them. And he also sent me this bigger photo, I'd say about a 5x7. Nope, Chuck Testa, the man that took the internet by storm this year. Let's see, what's next on our list? Let's go. This is a signed George W. Bush Decision Points bookplate. I love George W. And that's pretty cool, but he did not make the top 10. He just narrowly missed it, and I'll show you the top 10 here in a second. Another guy I got at one of the Wahoos games, Mr. Andrelton Simmons, who's a shortstop for the Braves, got called up to the Major League team towards the end of the season. He hit that controversial infield fly against the Cardinals in the playoffs, and I watched him in Double-A when they came to play the Wahoos, and he was pretty good. He got called up from Double-A to the majors, which is pretty darn impressive. Mr. Xavier X Atencio, the Disney Imagineer, is another honorable mention. That was a pretty cool success. And now we're ready for the actual list. Number 10. Here we go. Florida Governor Rick Scott. I met him out at the Wahoos game, and I thought that was very cool. And he signed an index card for me. I actually have a video of that on my channel, him signing the card for me. So that's pretty cool. He's number 10. Moving on to number 9. Another guy I met at the Wahoos game, Reds legend, Mr. Eric Davis. There's a photo of him that was in the World Series. He, I believe that was a walk-off home run in the World Series or in the playoffs. And then that's just on a Pensacola Blue Wahoos logo photo. Number 8, the man that took minor league baseball by storm, Mr. Billy Hamilton, speedster. He's got this minor league stolen base record this season, which was set right here in Pensacola, and that was pretty darn awesome. I got to watch him play this season, and it was pretty darn impressive, I tell you what. Let's see. Number 7, Dr. Hammond in the Jurassic Park franchise movies, Mr. Richard Attenborough. This is just on a photo, a promo photo for another movie, and that's a pretty cool darn signature in green. I got that on eBay. And moving on to number 6, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. This is Conway Twitty. This was given to me by my grandmother, who found it in her record collection. She got this signed at a concert a long time ago. Just a Conway Twitty by Heart record. That's pretty darn cool. Moving on to number 5. I got to meet Jimmy Carter this year in Plains, Georgia at the Peanut Festival, and I got a book signed by Miss Rosalind Carter to Ryan Moberly. I had her personalize that. This is a Through the Years book signed by Jimmy Carter, and also an issue of White House Diary signed by the both of them, Miss Rosalind and Mr. Carter. So that's pretty darn cool. Right there. Moving on. Oh, here's 2 more honorable mentions, I should say. I just found them 3 more honorable mentions. I'm slacking. Ugh. There's Mr. Studer, the owner of the Wahoos I was talking about. I also got Marco Rubio, that's an honorable mention. And Jim Pedrick for his awesome inscriptions. There's some honorable mentions I forgot. Moving on to number 4, Mr. Philippe Petit. He was the man that walked across the World Trade Center in 1970, I believe it was. And he was the inspiration for the movie Man on Wire. Great documentary, by the way. Very impressed to get that success back. Moving on to 3, one of the most famous modern-day composers. Here's another darn honorable mention I forgot. I actually got this at the Wahoos game. It's a roster signed by the Jacksonville Suns manager, Mr. Andy Barquette. Got Didi Gregorius on there, who got called up to the Reds. Kyle Skipworth, where is he? Who's pretty good. There he is. Yeah, there's another honorable mention. Sorry, guys. Anyway, moving on to number 4. That was just an honorable mention, but this is number 4. One of the most successful modern-day composers, Mr. Hans Zimmer, best known for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Also did The Lion King, Days of Thunder. And yeah, that was a pretty cool success. That was a private address success. Moving on. To number... Oh, that was number 3. Petit was 4. Number 2 won this in a contest from Mr. Stacy Schaefer. That is an Oliver Stone signed, worn on the 4th of July movie poster, which I thought was awesome, Stacy. I really love that. Signed in pen, that's pretty cool. And number 1. Get these monkey fighting snakes off of this Monday to Friday plane. Got this on eBay, and Angela Bassett and Samuel L. Jackson signed the Mountaintop playbill. The Mountaintop was a play, New York, about Martin Luther King Jr. a couple years ago. I think it was 2010 maybe. And I've gotten an opinion on this, and I believe this is real. You can take a look at that, but I've gotten some opinions from some autograph experts, and they think it's real. And also Samuel Jackson did sign outside this play frequently, so I think just someone, unfortunately, on eBay got this signed outside the play and resold it, which I don't like when people do that, but hey, I took advantage of it and got it for a good deal. Alright, so guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a happy new year, and that'll be it for me. See ya!